Oh, welcome back to another unboxing. Today we're going to look at MPC's Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. This is from 1978, so I believe this might be one of the earliest first releases of the TIE ADVANCED-x1, which is what Darth Vader's TIE Fighter is. Really cool kit. Round 2 has gone through and revised this kit with a little more detail in certain spots. Nice size, so let's go take a look. Okay, here it is. MPC's Star Wars, the authentic Darth Vader TIE Fighter, which is actually a TIE ADVANCED-x1, or X1. This is an older kit. I think Round 2 just released a revised version of this where there's some more detailed parts that are a little more accurate, but we'll do the best we can to make this old one a little more accurate. You know, going through photos, you know, I'll go through that Sculpting Galaxy from Lauren Peterson. It has some good shots of TIE Advance, and I have some other good shots of TIE Advance, or even some Bandai stuff. Look, I built a Bandai 172nd TIE Advance, and the detail work on that, even though it's a small ship, is really great. So you can always go off of that, because I'm sure we're going to have to do some stuff in here and around here, and probably definitely in the back of the ship. And these even came with landing gear display stands. It's pretty neat. I know the interior is probably like extremely basic. Probably a seat in a Darth Vader figure, but that's, you know, hey, the original models, studio scale models, didn't really have much going on, in, you know, either. So I can't remember if they just did a clear glass that you've got to paint. I'm hoping they did a glass that inserts into the window frame here, so I can not have the glass in, because we all know of, you know, movie miniatures. They didn't put the glass in, or they didn't put glass in. And it looks like I could be wrong. They didn't put the glass in because of the glare. Just like this camera is getting a little, see the glare? And it can reflect cameras. Well, here's our clear parts, and well, it's not very molded very well, so there might be hope. There might be hope. It kind of has ridges, but I'm thinking that's just so it sucks up to the actual window frame, we'll hope. And then there's other clear parts, probably a hatch, because it looks like that opens, and they probably have a clear part for the, what is that, I think 3 strips that go across there. And then here's your stand. So you can have them on a regular stand, or you can have the landing gear, I guess. This is an old box. Oh, by the way, I didn't show all the old box art. Let's do that too. Of course, you got the old school drawing illustration of it. And on the side, you have, you know, they're showing the landing gear and a little interior of the cockpit. What are they saying here? Darth Vader pilot figure in detail cockpit interior. Okay, we'll see about that. 1978. This is given our dimensions. She's 7.5 inches wide by 6 3/4 deep. I'm going to say probably 4.5 inches high. Yeah, it's going by that picture. And then here's other figures. Oh, you could get an R2 and a C-3PO. I have the X-Wing, which that build will be getting posted sometime soon. It's hard for you to see all that because the boxes were crushed. Like I said, I got this, the X-Wing, and I think I think I got 3 from the same guy. I think this, the X-Wing, and maybe the Snow Speeder, which will be another build series coming up. I finished that series just so that I should be starting to post that series soon. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But anyway, let's get back to the kit. Look at that, still sealed in plastic. And it's a nice size kit. I definitely want to get I have a resin TIE Fighter, which is this actual studio scale molded off of, you know, probably one TIE Fighter after another from the actual filming miniatures. She's nice, really nice. Thing with the resin kit, you definitely have a lot of cleanup, but, you know, that's to be expected. But it's cool because I could add panel lines. There was a lot of panel lines I had to add. There was a lot of cool stuff that I had to do to that, and the wings were the biggest thing. But I believe, you know, here and there I'll see a resin kit of this in studio scale. This is nice, you know. I'm going to see this one and build this one because I got to add a good price for the 3 of them or the 2 of them, however that works. You know, I might go and later on get the new round 2 revised version, or it has some more detailed parts on it. But sometimes it's fun to take these old kits and actually make them more detailed, like the studio miniatures, as long as we can get some good reference shots and, you know, some styrene stock, and go for it. And sometimes you can do some research to actually find out what you know, if it's in the right scale, what kits they actually bounced off of. But it's finding it in the right scale. So here you go. Let's take a look at this old. Here's, yeah, the old classic, just like the others I built of this time period. Figure looks pretty much like a, you know, one solid thing. There's no real dimension, especially when he has his cape back here, but you'll never see any of that. That's not looking too bad, the front part of the cockpit area. Oh, well, this you actually you do build a whole framework. I don't know if we can go in there and make it look like some of that red writing that's in the back, lights that are in the back. Not a lot of stages. Start off with the cockpit, put that inside. Yeah, like I said, there's the clear part that goes over for the lid. That I wouldn't be terribly worried about leaving that clear, you know, since it does have the hinge, unless I just make the lid a solid lid, which is probably what I'm going to do. Because I'm worried about, well, look, the detail here. Yeah, because that'll be above. That detail work there, which was an old tank part, I think, that they had here on their studio kit. If that works correctly. There's a lot of, okay, there's a lot of little detail parts that go in there. This should be a pretty decent kit here. There's putting the landing gear on. Some more greeblies. You do have a separate window framework, so that's great. So I can leave out the clear part to make it more like the studio scale. I think one of the other parts that's more detailed and more accurate on the new round 2 is that spoke part that goes right here. It goes right here on this. Sorry, I always forget to look at the camera when I lift things up. So it looks like a whole 11 stages for the actual ship itself, and then 12 is putting the stand together. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this. I might try to get more of the Death Star tiles that I use for the X-Wing, that are really just casts of the Bandai Death Star tiles for their 1/72. So let's rip in here. Here's the part you'll see from the outside in the window. That's not too bad. Here's Darth Vader's front part. It's not the greatest of detail, but he's going to be back in and in the dark. I don't know if I'm going to light this one or not. We'll see. There's not much really to light. It's really 4 little engines and stuff, so I might just leave it static. Yeah, that's the key. Having that separate. Don't have to have the window glass. That's perfect. And then it makes it easy to paint too. that's what those little parts are. And there's our wings. And I think you insert a piece here. Yeah, that's these. Those will go in there. There's our inserts there. They actually look pretty close. They got the bent line that I always remember from the studio scale model. Those go in that area there. The hull looks pretty good. I mean, yes, it's missing some detail, but like I said, a little starring and a little patience, we'll try to do our best to get it to studio scale, looking accurate. There's the back half of Darth Vader. There we go, and it'll look like that. That's funny. Here's the other one of these. So this must be the outside, so they actually give you a part that goes on the inside or something like that. I'm not sure. Look, the instructions, that's what that looks like. And then back they given, or this is the back. I think these are one of the, not sure to be honest. You got the, you know, your normal Imperial grills there, or maybe even get some red light going through that. Is that part of the cockpit, or is that part of some other part of the top back? Or yeah, that's part of the top back. That's part of that area here. Yeah, those go there. So no, but it's a really cool kit for what it is. Figure, you know, at a good price, and it was still hard. You know, they were still doing pre-orders on the other newer version of it from round 2. So, but I think it's going to be fun. It's a nice size kit, as you can see. She'll be about that big, and you add that to it. That won't be bad at all. So, if you can find one of these, you know, have to it at a good price. Have to it. You know, do a little scratch building to get it up to accurate. But I think even out of the box, you can have fun and build one of these. But also look for the revised one from round 2, which, you know, then you don't have to worry about doing a lot of the stuff to make it more accurate, and just have fun too. So, but I hope you come back when we decide getting this series going. But until then, thanks for watching.